welcome back to the Glued Gaming channel. I'm Justin, your host, and we're continuing with the Kerbal space program. We're going to hit start game, and I'm going to resume. Now I've cleaned up a few things so that there are no flights in progress. We had a splashdown rocket that somehow didn't get cleared out. And let's take on a couple of missions. I've got 2 missions in mind with 3 different objectives. Contracts. Okay, so we need some science data. That should be easy. And for some reason we still haven't tested out the Mark 16 parachute. Or it forgot we did, or who knows what. Now we still have that. You know what, let's just clear that out too. Then the fun one, a little bit later in the video, where you get to go rendezvous and rescue a Kerbal that got himself stuck out there somewhere. Right. The Sepratron is this little engine. Okay. So let's put this on here. Hang on, let's put on the tiniest fuel tank and then see if 4 Sepratrons can launch us. That'll be fun. I believe Sepratrons use... oh, they're solid fuel. Yeah, whatever. Let's launch it. And I believe it's nighttime, so that'll be fun. Well, go for it, Jeb. Whoa, it flies. I might have just killed Jeb. Okay. Mark 16 parachute. Okay. We'll just get Jeb back alive. Okay. Ah. Well, that works. Really quick mission. Oh! Right. Those engines and stuff. Alright. A recovered Jeb. And, yeah, not much science. But, hey, a little more reputation for Jeb. Hi, it's New Me here. This is the second try on this rocket. Not that it didn't work the first time, it's just that, I ran the mission at night, it was hard to see, and I decided to get a little... let's get a little science while we're doing all this. That's old me there, so I'm gonna let him take over. We have the Science Junior already? I don't know. We'll see. That might be too much. Yeah. We'll find out. Okay. I'm just going to time warp and wait for the sun to come up here. Alright. Now let's go, Jeb. So this seems like an appropriate time to explain one thing I've learned here. And that is that when you accept a contract, they will allow you to use that part even if you haven't earned the science for it. Only until you've completed that contract, which I'll test later to see if it can be exploited. Like in the case of this engine, on the next mission I tried to use it and it said, hey, that was an experimental part. Cool. Lots of science. assuming I can recover this. So let's actually shut this engine down now. So I'm gonna use that engine to slow us down. Make sure we recover this. Makes me nervous. Okay, there we go. Lock us in an upward direction, and we're going 8.5 meters a second. I should have put some landing legs on here. Ah, that's alright. I should be able to slow that down for sure. Okay. Now when I see the shadow, which, where should it be? Oh, sun's not even above the horizon. I don't know if we'll get a shadow. Well, it would be way over there if we had one. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. 7, 3, oh, cool. That was perfect. Okay. Oh, I had one piece of... Well, anyway, here we go. 19 science. And 3,000 funds. We're at 107,000. Doing good, cranking through these missions here. Okay. Alright, so we're launching this now for the 3rd or 4th time. We're getting close, but for some reason we didn't get the parachute. I think we were probably going way too fast. And I did not successfully... you know, for one thing, I need to land on the ground. For that to happen, this landing gear needs to be lower. Okay. Let me get it centered a little better. Also, I want to bring a little more fuel because we have not been making it You know, that doesn't make much sense, does it? 2 FTL 400s, 850 for one of those, and 1600. It's the exact same price. Yeah, 6 in one, half a dozen of the other. But wait. They say the black stripes make it faster. Right? Okay. Okay. A slight redesign, more fuel, and let's get this going. We're not going to test the parachute for a while. Now our initial acceleration will be a little slower. In previous versions I actually had to slow down this main engine so that we wouldn't pass up our spot, but we're now carrying twice as much fuel with this, so for sure we're not going to have the problem of passing this altitude. Okay, we're there. If we just get the speed, 380 meters a second. Just barely. Awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to start rolling this rocket over a little bit. I'll do a slow adjustment over to 90. We're just about up to the upper atmosphere. There we go. Now I'm going to burn this till our apoapsis is about 100. Nah, let's get 100 and somewhere in there. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to put a maneuver in here, and we're going to bring this from a crashing into the planet orbit to a circumnavigating the planet orbit. Okay. Now we have 1 minute. 2 minutes actually, till we reach that point. And it says we need 1604 meters a second of fuel. That's probably more than we've got left in this rocket. So, well, let's get it as far as possible. I want to land this on the land with some fuel remaining in the last tank to slow us down enough that we can recover this science module. Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to do for the mission anyway. Okay. Well, we're at T-minus 50 seconds. I think this will take at least a minute to burn. 48 seconds, that right? Okay. Let's get going. Our fuel probably won't last that long anyway. Okay, I'm going to throttle down, drop that engine off, and clear that one out. I'm going to add a new maneuver. Put us somewhere out in that landmass. I'm going to aim a little farther, because really when our parachutes come out and stuff, it's going to start to slow us down, and we actually won't hit that mark. Okay. Oh, there's our node. I'm going to hit caps lock to reduce the sensitivity of the keyboard. That's a lot better. Okay. Oh, we're T plus 10 seconds. Okay. Well, this one's not quite rocket science. And that should leave us plenty of fuel for recovering this thing. Okay. Now, here's what I need to do. Keep that data. And let's have Jeb come out. I think he needs to let go Okay. Why doesn't he have any controls? Okay, let's observe the mystery goo. I think we need to recover the science. So Jeb, do that again. No, let's collect this data. Yes. And then board. Well, if that's not what they wanted me to do, I don't know what is. Okay. We're on our way back. Let's just warp this until we get there. And that's it. Okay. So now we're on our way back. And I want to turn the ship around. So it's facing at the ground. I'm actually going to use the engine to slow it down when we approach the right place to adjust, pop the chute. Because we have to be going less than 480 meters a second. I may just have to do a separate mission for that. I think we're not going to be able to get it that slow, and I'd burn up all the fuel and still not have enough to recover this mission. So let's orient ourselves in the way that makes sense. There we go. Now I can make angle adjustments that aren't two directions at once. So we've got the right altitude, but we're way too fast. That was close. Well, I sure hope we don't need that engine. Oh well. Because I used it up. Transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbal. Well, I think just recovering it when I recover the vessel should do this then. We'll see. Okay. Oh, one more mystery goo container. So let's try that when it's on the ground. Might be worth a little more. Did I get the crew report? It's not worth much either. Alright, here we go. Cool. Okay. Observe that mystery goo. 0.7 science. Well, it's better than nothing. And alright. So here we go. We're done. We've got, I'm just going to get a crew report and a little bit of science data. We'll recover this vessel. And I know I've been saying we are going to go recover a Kerbal that's floating in space. As you can guess, that's a pretty difficult mission. And I did record it. I'll edit that soon, and by tomorrow you'll get to see how that's done. So thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you're not glued, keep going.